What if the person that hurt you the most never apologize? What if they never admit what they did was wrong? What if they never see your side? What if they go to their grave thinking they were the victim? And here's the part that keeps you up all night. You're still waiting. Some part of you is still holding out hope that one day they'll say, I'm sorry. That one day they'll finally see you, validate your pain, and make it right. But what if that day never comes? You are going to spend the rest of your life carrying this anger, this resentment, this prison that's eating you alive while they go on living their life completely unbothered. Here's what I learned that changed everything. Forgiveness isn't about them, it's about you. I'm Sarita, an alignment coach, helping you to heal, align, and manifest. And today, day 3 of our 7-day Ho'oponopono transformation, we're releasing the anger, the resentment that you've been carrying like a backpack full of bricks, not because they deserve your forgiveness, but because you deserve your freedom. This is going to be hard, but I promise you by the end of this video, you're going to feel 10 times lighter. Let's do this. Let me tell you about the biggest lie you've been believing about anger, about resentment. You think holding on to this is somehow punishing them. Like if you stay mad for long enough, if you replay what they did over and over, if you tell everyone what they did to you, somehow they will suffer. But here's the truth that's going to set you free. Resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. They're out there living their life. Maybe they've completely forgotten what they did. Maybe they've rewritten history in their mind where they are the victim. Maybe they sleep perfectly fine at night. Meanwhile, you're the one lying awake, replaying conversations from 5 years ago. You're the one whose body is flooded with those stress hormones every time you think about them. You're the one whose relationships today are suffering because you're still angry about yesterday. The anger that you're carrying, it's not hurting them. It's destroying you. And I get it. I really do. Because forgiveness feels like letting them off the hook. It feels like saying what you did was okay. It feels like betraying yourself. But that's not what forgiveness is. Let me be crystal clear about this. Forgiveness does not mean what they did was okay. You have to trust them. You have to let them back into your life. You're weak and naive. You deserve to be forgiven. Forgiveness means I'm not carrying this anymore. I'm releasing the grip that this has on my life. I'm choosing peace over being right. I'm setting myself free. Forgiveness is the gift you give yourself. It's you saying, I refuse to let what they did define the rest of my life. I refuse to give them that much power. And here's what's wild. When you truly forgive, not fake forgiveness, but real release, your whole life changes. Your old patterns break, new people show up, doors open, because you're no longer carrying that heavy energy. So today, you're going to use Ho'oponopono to release something and someone who has never apologized. And yes, it's going to feel uncomfortable, but stay with me. Now, before we do this practice, I need you to understand something important. There's a reason you're still holding on to this anger. It's not because you're petty or broken. It's because the anger is serving a purpose. Let me show you what I mean. Reason 1, anger makes you feel powerful. When someone hurts you, you feel small, vulnerable, victimized. But anger makes you feel strong, like you're taking a stand, like you have some control. The problem is, it's a false power. Real power is peace. Real strength is letting go. Reason 2, Anger keeps you connected to them. This one's hard to admit, but as long as you're angry at them, you're still in a relationship with them energetically. Even if you never speak, there's still a cord between you. And sometimes that painful connection feels better than no connection at all, especially if you loved them, especially if losing them broke you. Sometimes anger is easier than grief. Reason 3, anger protects you from being hurt again. If you stay mad, you don't have to risk trusting anyone new. You don't have to be vulnerable. Your anger is like armor. Never again, you say, I'll never let anyone in like that again. But here's the problem, that armor doesn't just keep pain out. It keeps love out too. It keeps joy out. It keeps life out. And reason 4, the big one, anger gives you an identity. You're the person who was betrayed, the person who was wronged, the person with the tragic backstory. And if you let go of the anger, who are you? This is where Ho'oponopono becomes revolutionary, because when you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, to the anger itself, to the part of you holding onto it, you're not erasing your story. You're just refusing to let it be your only story. You're saying, yes, that happened. Yes, it hurt. But I'm more than that pain. I'm more than what they did to me. And that's when you become truly free. So today's practice is going to be a little bit different. We're not sending Ho'oponopono to the person who hurt you. Not directly. We're sending it to the anger. We're sending it to the resentment that you're carrying. We're going to thank it for trying to protect you, and then gently, lovingly let it go. Ready? Let's release this together. Okay. This practice is going to be more active than the previous ones. Now, first, what I want you to do is grab a piece of paper and something to write with. If you don't have it handy, pause the video right now and go and get it. Now, second, what I want you to do is write down the name of the person that you're holding resentment towards. It could be one person or it could be multiple. Just write their name, or if you can't bring yourself to write it, just write the person who hurt you. Third, under their name, write down what you're angry about. You don't have to write the whole story, just the core wound. The fact that you abandoned me, you betrayed me, you lied to me, you were never there for me, you never chose me, whatever it is. And if tears come while you're writing this, that's good. That's old energy moving. Even if you're angry, let that come. Now, fold that paper in half. And you're going to hold it in your hands during this practice. We're going to transmute the energy on this paper from resentment to release. I want you to sit comfortably, feet on the ground. Hold the paper at heart level. Take a deep breath in and release it with a sigh. Good. Let's begin the most powerful forgiveness practice that you've ever done. Now, what I want you to do is close your eyes and feel the weight of that paper in your hands. This paper represents the anger or the resentment or the I can't believe that they did that energy that you've been carrying, maybe for years, maybe for decades. And I want you to know it's okay that you're angry. Your anger is valid. What they did was real. Your pain is real. But today, we're choosing freedom over being right. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine all that anger flowing from your heart into your hands, into this piece of paper. Let it hold it for you. Good. Now, let's begin this release. We're going to speak directly to the anger and the resentment now. Say with me, dear anger, I'm sorry I've held on to you for so long. I'm sorry I asked you to protect me when what I really needed was healing. I'm sorry I let you consume so much of my energy, my peace, and my joy. I see you. I know you were trying to keep me safe. And I'm sorry I didn't know how to let you go sooner. Now hold that paper a little bit tighter and say, please forgive me. Please forgive me for holding onto resentment instead of choosing peace. Please forgive me for letting this anger poison my relationships, my health, my present moment. Please forgive me for staying stuck in this story. And please release me now. I don't want to carry this anymore. And as you say these words, imagine a warm violet flame surrounding the paper in your hands. This is the flame of transmutation. It's burning away the resentment, transforming it into pure energy. Now, this might feel strange. What I want you to do is thank the experience, not because it was good, but because you survived. And I want you to say with me, thank you. Thank you for showing me what I don't tolerate anymore. Thank you for teaching me the value of boundaries. Thank you for showing me my own strength because I'm still here. Thank you for this opportunity to practice forgiveness at the highest level. Thank you for releasing me now. And now the final step. Look at that paper in your hands one last time and say, I love you. I love myself enough to let this go. I love the version of me that survived this pain. I love my freedom more than I love being right. I love my peace more than I love this story. And to the person on this paper, whether you ever apologize or not, whether you ever change or not, whether you ever see me or not, I release you. I release this. I choose me. Now look at this paper one final time. Everything you've been carrying is in this piece of paper, or the anger, the resentment, the waiting for an apology that may never even come. It's all right here. And in this moment, I want you to do something symbolic. You can either tear it up, you can burn it safely in a bowl or outside, you can bury it, you can throw it away, but do something physical with it. Don't keep it. That paper needs to leave your space. And when you're ready, release it, destroy it, let it go. And what I want you to do is, as you release that paper, say out loud, I am free. And say it again, I am free. And one more time, I am free. Pause the video now and go and do this. Beautiful. Take a deep cleansing breath. You just did something most people never have the courage to do. Okay, so here's what you need to know about what happens after you forgive someone who never apologized. Firstly, you might not feel instantly lighter. Sometimes forgiveness is a practice you have to repeat. If the anger comes back tomorrow, that's okay. Just do this practice again, because every time you do it, you're peeling back another layer. Forgiveness doesn't mean a reconciliation. You can forgive someone and still never speak to them again. You can forgive someone and still maintain boundaries. Forgiveness is internal. Reconciliation is external. They're not the same thing. If someone was abusive, was toxic, was harmful, you can forgive them and protect yourself. These two things can coexist. The relationship might end, and that's okay. Sometimes forgiveness means releasing the relationship entirely, not with anger anymore, just with peace. Thank you for the lessons. I wish you well. We're done here. And then they might never change. And you're going to be okay with that now because your peace is no longer dependent on their growth. Your freedom is no longer waiting for an apology. You're free now, not when they finally see what they did, not when they finally admit they were wrong. Now. And that's the miracle. When you release resentment, you're making room for better people, better experiences, better love. Because you're no longer carrying that heavy energy. You're light, you're open, you're available for what actually is meant for you. So, here's your practice for the rest of today. Every time you think of that person, instead of replaying what they did, just say the 4 phrases silently. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You're retraining your brain. Every time you do this, you're choosing freedom over resentment. And eventually you'll think of them and feel nothing. Not love, not hate, just neutrality. And that is what freedom is. And on day 4, we're diving into money blocks because guess what? If you have resentment towards people who have money, or guilt about wanting money, or fear of losing money, Ho'oponopono can heal that too. Before we close, I want to acknowledge how brave you have been. Forgiveness when there's no apology. That's advanced spiritual work. Most people never get here. They stay bitter for life. But not you. You chose freedom today. So drop a comment below if you did this release ritual. And if you're comfortable, share. Who did you forgive today? You don't have to share details. Just, I forgave an ex, I forgave a parent, I forgave myself for staying too long. Your declaration might inspire someone else to finally let go too. And please subscribe if you haven't already, because we're halfway through this transformation. And days 4, 5, 6, 7 are going to take you even deeper. And remember this, the people who hurt you don't get to write the rest of your story. You do. And today you just wrote a new chapter. One where you are free, one where you're light, one where you're no longer defined by what they did. That's the person I see when I look at you. Not the person who was hurt, the person who has healed. Okay, so day 3 is complete. I will see you for day 4, which is Ho'oponopono for money blocks and for abundance. Get ready because that is going to be powerful. And until the next one, much love and namaste. Thank you.